Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Seven Nights 2. A game I was super wrong about. Like, I'm not really one to super judge a game right off the bat, but I kind of did with Seven Nights because I was just kind of over. This is really loud. I was just kind of over the let me turn that down on my head. It was like just like cackling in my ear. I've just been kind of over MMO style games, you know? I've just haven't been enjoying them whatsoever. There's not one that's really felt good to me, right? And then they're always super pay to win, which may be the case here too. But I am very impressed with this game, and it's not an MMO. I mean, maybe it is, but it's not the traditional sense. And let me just kind of explain how, before we do some polls, we're going to do some polls, of course. I've got a guaranteed legendary coming. How the game works. So it looks like you're free to roam and everything, and there's all the quests, but the quests are set up in different nodes. So if you're thinking of Epic 7 right now, I just made it to the next difficulty. There's 3 different nodes here, and you can think of this as like 1-1, and this is 1-2, and this is 1-3. There's not like 50 billion mobs you grind like you do in the MMOs. There's not people like PKing you all the time. There's not any of those things. And the story is fully voiced by amazing VAs as well. I totally took care of that pesky Boris tribe for you. Except for Lukey. He's the only VA I haven't been super enjoying. This is chapter 1, by the way. You are all so pathetic. And it goes fully VA'd all the way up to chapter 10. And the way it goes is you get story while you're fighting here. So we'll hit auto. And the story kind of goes as we go, and once we hit like a little bit, we'll get a bit more story here, which is great too. The story's actually really good. And while we do the quest here, which again is like entering another stage in Epic 7, we often get like them chatting with each other and different stories with each other. I'm not sure if it's different on normal, but it looks like an MMO style. Like, it really does visually look like it, but it's not. It's not, well, it might be kind of a bit, but not at all what I expected. So we entered a new area here. We get some XP for finishing that stage. We get some more story here. And again, all voice.
The voice said, you
and later on, the story starts going as as you fight. So you get the story and you fight at the same time, so you're really not like wasting time. It's really cool. So let's pull. So we already pulled Rudy. Let me actually show you my units again. Let me show you my characters. So
the guards aren't even
we already pulled Rudy. He's insane. He's my carry. There's 5 different types of rarity or something. There's legendary, which is what he is, and then there's legendary plus, which are like impossible to get. We also picked Shane from our selector. We also have Cosette here and Shay as well.
What are you trying to say?
How dare that story interrupt me. We also have Shay as well as my support. All of those are awesome. We then have Chen Chang, Juju, Serena, Casper, who's amazing as well. Really great VA there too. So let's just pull. You get a ton of pulls too. As you can see here, we're going into the spike. So the way pity works in this, it takes 140 pulls, which sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. But I've had enough, basically free to play. I've spent like $5 so far to hit pity so far on it. I haven't got anything along the way. I got my Rudy re-rolling for the game, so that doesn't really count. And the way this works is if you hit the pity, you have a 7% chance or 6% chance to get a legendary plus. Let me actually see if I can show you this because it's important. Nice. I actually can't see it in the PC client. By the way, they have a PC client, which is insane. But basically, 7% chance to get a legendary plus, and then a 94% chance to get a legendary. And if you get a legendary, you get a 50% chance to spike, and then a 50% chance of the others. So there's a couple characters I don't want. Let's do this first. This is fun. I love showing you what I don't want so I can show you what I'm going to end up getting. So I haven't fully figured everything out yet in terms of in terms of how to navigate menus, because right now the PC client is in beta and not everything is fully functional in it. But I think we can go to the animations here if the story doesn't. Chen is awesome.
I couldn't save them.
If the story
Again,
doesn't
I
keep
couldn't-
interrupting me here. So we'll go to Codex, we'll find a hero, we'll go to animation.
I pledge my life to rebuilding the
Unknown heroes
It's
here.
time
Okay,
for the
so we have the
demonic
legendary pluses.
I'm so
So help me,
sorry.
game. I'm gonna stop the story for now. There we go. Story stopped. Story like auto run, so you can do stuff while you're doing it as well, just like in Epic 7. So we'll go into here, we'll pick a character, we'll go to animation, and then we'll go to unknown
It's
heroes.
time for the demonic
And then we
power
have the
to
legendary
awaken.
pluses, one of which I believe is the first 4, right? So Shane is obviously the one I want the most. Ming as well would be insane. Valder I don't care at all about, but obviously he's probably insane. And then Cosette. So the 3 of the 4 I really want, but the chances of getting the legendary plus are basically 0. Also known as 6%.
Glory to Fodina!
Then for the legendaries, there's Eileen, who's amazing, love the boobs. Evan, who I do not want because he's a tank and I already have an insane tank, but maybe 2 tanks is good. We then have another Eileen. This one is the Phoenix
The
Empress.
will of daybreak. Can
I don't know
never
which one is better, but I like the hair better on this one. We then have Delans, who would be pretty sweet. And the other thing too is I'm familiar with these characters from the original 7 Knights. We then have Young-hee,
I've been
who I want the
waiting for
most. Just amazing. We then
Let
have
me give you
Rachel,
a
who I
taste of
actually
Agni's true
like the
power.
most, but you get her for free when you get your box power a certain rank.
I shall protect
We then
you
have
no matter
Karen.
what.
We then
I've
have
been
Spike,
reborn
who's
with a
the
burning
50%
heart.
chance one I'm most likely to get, but I prefer not to get him. I'd prefer to get basically anybody else except for Evan. Anyway, let's pull. And let's not get a dupe. Let's not get a Rudy dupe, because that feels bad. I feel like I just Alt F4 if that happened. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is I'm really enjoying this game. The rates are trash, but you get enough pulls. And I feel like it's pretty pay to win, but that doesn't bother me because the pay to win people play by themselves in pay to win land, and we play everywhere else, right? Let's do a 10 times equipment here. All trash, cool. And now let's do the hero summons. This is what I'm stressed about, right? Okay, so we're doing a 10 times pull, and in 3 pulls after we'll get a guaranteed. Okay, so we got all 3 stars. Like I said, the rates are not good in this game. So that's something you gotta get used to, but I'm okay with it, honestly. Especially since I started out with Rudy. So 3 pulls. So I'm not sure if I get it on the 40th. Heavenly Voice Serena here. She's amazing. Cade. Oh, I'm so scared. Is it this one? Nope. Helahan. I'm terrified right now. Please give me somebody that doesn't suck. Oh, so I have to pull now? Another one? Do I not just get it? It looks like I have to pull again. Okay. Okay, team. Give me Young-hee. Give me Young-hee. Not Evan.
I'm back. Bow
That's
before the new
Spike,
king.
right?
I've been reborn with a
Okay, it's
burning
Spike. I'm
heart.
fine with Spike. I am super fine with Spike right now. I'd rather have Young-hee, but he's insane right now for PvP apparently, and that's okay for me. So if we take a look at his skills, where is Spike? We can sort by grade. And Spike, let's take a look at his skills. So he basically goes insane when he gets under 10% HP. He has freeze becomes disabled for 4.7 seconds. And then he has another one. Another chance to freeze. And then he removes buffs. And then his ultimate freezes again. So he basically just perma-freezes everybody. That's kind of what Spike does. So yeah, that's it so far. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm really, really, really surprised how much I'm enjoying this. especially since I went into it with like a negative view of it because of visually how it looked. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.